So I'm here with Jim. We recently did a live podcast together, which didn't go as
great.
long. It was great. It didn't go as long as I had hoped, but that's okay.
No.
So what have you been enjoying most at the show so far, Jim?
Let's see, most of the show. Just the networking probably more than anything. Seeing people I haven't seen in it seems like 2 years. It seems like it's been a long time. So it's good to just walk the floor and see people again.
Yeah, it is.
And feel alive. It feels like, okay, the industry's still here. People are still here.
Right.
It's all good.
Yeah, we're still doing our thing. Actually, yeah, the response over here has been really, really positive. People have been stopping by and saying nice things. A lot of people ask about you. No, about you mostly, as usual. Yeah, as usual. All right, so I'm actually going to walk back because I got to meet up. So
Okay.
I'm gonna walk the floor.
I'm still getting HVAC school text messages.
Yes, I managed to put out posts and texts even when I'm doing other things.
That's incredible.
Magic, yeah, absolutely. All right, here we go. I wanted to just give everybody. All right, see ya. I wanted to just give everybody kind of a look at what AHR is like as I walk back to our meet and greet, which is up at the bar between the podcast pavilions. Because a lot of you who've never gone don't have a sense of the scope of this thing and kind of what to expect. So this is just going to be kind of a quick walkthrough, and we'll maybe stop and see a few things along the way. This is the central hall, so there's actually two halls that are similar in size to this, packed full of people from all around the world. But a lot of your favorite tool manufacturers. Actually, over there we've got big ass fans. Actually, let's walk this way. A lot of equipment manufacturers, but then a lot of just component manufacturers. So one of the things that AHR is it's not just for contractors and technicians, although it is that. It's also for folks who are looking to source materials and parts and components for unitary systems, for brands and manufacturers. The AHR rotates generally between Las Vegas, Atlanta, Chicago, and Orlando. So next year is going to be in Atlanta, and then it's going to be back in Chicago. I got a request to swing by the Honeywell booth. I actually think I am going to be passing the Honeywell booth here shortly. I remember seeing it down here. So we have these two podcast pavilions where we do a lot of live podcasts, and in between them is this. Basically, it's just tables and stuff, and that's where there's a bar. You can get some drinks. So we're just doing a meetup there with everybody. Got Rector Seal coming up here on the right. They've got a big booth. Diversitech has a big booth as well, which would be kind of the equivalent of Rector Seal, but it's in the other side. Actually, let's go this way because I just saw Klein and Yellow Jacket. So let's cycle back this direction. So I've got Eric Kaiser and his wife Rachel. A lot of you know Eric. They're kind of walking the halls and doing interviews and things. And then my wife Leilani is meeting with a bunch of manufacturers. My brother Nathan, best known for his bathtub video, is here. And our technician Jessica and her husband Craig are both here with us as well. And again, this event is mostly, seeing new things, connecting with people, going to dinner with some of the guys from ESCO and Ruth King. A lot of you probably know Ruth. She's a great business mind in the trade. So we'll just walk around here, the Yellow Jacket booth. Just kind of take a look at what everybody's got here. Oh, hey, how's it going? I'm doing a live video right now. Good to see you. Got some nice tubing expanders and benders and torque wrench. This is actually still my favorite torque wrench kit is this guy right here. Very simple, works great. All right. Keep going here. We got Klein. So again, just a wide range of hard hats, it looks like. Looks like they're just showing off their meters, which I actually think is a joint venture with UEI, if I'm not mistaken, but I'm not sure about that. Taco pumps, everything from the little small pumps to this big boy. You know me, I know a whole lot about hydronics. Not. Daikin has a really nice booth. I mean, there's a lot of variety in terms of the types of designs and what people bring here. Some of these are just massive, like what you see here with Daikin and Goodman. And again, a lot of this is just, it's a context for meeting people. So it's not just, like I said, contractors and techs. They're meeting reps who help sell the products, everybody all the way down the supply chain. And as you know right now, supply chain is such a big factor in our trade. So there's a lot of people here who I know, but a lot of them I don't. A lot of them are in the kind of this part of the trade that I don't have a lot of reference for. Got Duro Dyne here. Got a pretty cool booth set up here. Folks over at Aprilaire. Nortec. Nidec or US Motors here. Emerson has an enormous presence here as well with all their different brands. Got a John's Mansville, duckboard and flex and all that. Got Ruud, HTPG, Raypack, it's Ruud Ream. Here's the Honeywell booth. I keep getting that request. Let's walk over here.
Very competitive, you guys. Very competitive. So when you have that number in your mind where you're, let us know. We'll scan your badge.
Commercial IIQ monitoring sensor. That's pretty interesting.
No, just chat.
TPI. There's a lot of interesting instruments. Parker-Sporlan over here. I'm gonna walk this way real quick. Parker-Sporlan has a lot of the guys from Advanced Refrigeration were over here, and Chris Stevens. A lot of the influencers over here visiting. It's Opteon. Chemours. Been talking to those guys a lot lately on the podcast. Working on new refrigerants to deal with all the changes that are coming up. And we got some gas monitors. Lots of monitoring. Obviously Haven being the one that we're most excited about. But a lot of IIQ monitoring, a lot of gas monitoring. Here's our podcast pavilions. This is pavilion number 2. This is the location of our meetup. And then podcast pavilion number 1 over here. We're all right next to Carrier. Big old Aquaforce. All right, so you get the point. That's just a quick tour. Again, you know, for those of you who've come to AHR, this year's actually maybe a little bit lower key because a lot of people can't make it, a lot of cancellations, that sort of thing. But still a massive, massive event, and it's pretty cool to be part of it. So if you are watching this and you're at AHR, stop by and grab a drink here with us at the bar in between the 2 podcast pavilions.